They not. Oh, I gotta chill. I can't be doing that. I can't be doing that. I gotta control myself. You heard? Gotta control myself. I gotta learn to be easy. You heard? Let me get a mic check. We're shaking. We're oh, we good. We Gucci. We Gucci. We're shaking. All right, we good. Good. We Gucci. Gucci. We're shaking. All right, we good. All right, let's get it rocking. What's popping? Shout to everybody. I just want to give everybody a salute. Say what's up to everybody. Shout to my guy DBN. Hopefully he'll slide through or whatever. And we get this popping about the animals. You heard? Let me take this off. There we go. All right. So what's goody, y'all? I said I was gonna do a live about animals, and I aim to keep that promise. You heard? Let me get these my animal selection going on. Let me see how I'm sounding first of all. Let me see how I'm sounding. You see how I am sounding. All right. I'm sounding good. I'm sounding good. All right. Got the mic check going on. All right. Oh, hold on. Let me lower that. All right. My bad, y'all. Shout out to everybody, man. I wanted to talk, come do a little live about animals today. As everybody knows, I'm a big fan of animals and nature and of wildlife in general. And there's very few places. I'm gonna just go off the top of the head for now, just to show y'all, the knowledge that I possess about animals and nature. And this is just of me watching documentaries and movies and get any knowledge about animals my whole life, which is 50 something years. Yeah. So look, first of all, very few places left in the world with pristine wilderness, which is when you say as affected by pollution. Well, there is no place in the world that has affected by the real deep rainfall. Oh, there's an island in the, I don't know what, I think it's the Indian Ocean, called Sentinel, where it's against. Yo, what's up, Jenny? Good to see you. Shout out to Australia. There's an island in the let me see. I'm gonna find out where the island is at. Sean Little, what it do? Hold on a second. I think it's in the Indian Ocean, but I could be mistaken. Let me see. Sentinel. If these people, if you go to the island, they'll kill you. You heard? And legally get away with it. No, that Andaman Sea. Excuse me. For those of you who don't know the difference between a sea and an ocean, seas are landlocked a lot of the time. That don't mean that they don't have an inlet or an outlet or whatever you call that to the ocean, but ocean is open. You dig what I'm saying? That's the difference. And these people in the Sentinelese Islands, in Sentinel Island, in the Andaman Sea, they'll kill you and eat you if you go for there messing around. So anyway, this is eat your broccoli. It's all good Broccoli. It's a pleasure to have you in my chat, whether you chat or not. It's always a pleasure to see you. Yeah, there's one more than one Sentinel Island. Oh, there's another. Yeah, I had heard of a Sentinel in the San Juan Islands. Okay, Puget Sound. Okay, but this Sentinelese island in the Andaman Sea, you're not allowed to go there. It's against the law for anybody other than them to be there. They can kill you and they killed a bunch of people. There was uh, a Chinese, what do you call those people that go around the world spreading Christianity? I forget what you call them. But anyway, he got this bright idea to go over there and spread Christianity, and they killed him. They shot him with an arrow and made soup out of his elbow. You take what I'm saying? No, not a monk, missionary. A missionary. I guess monks classify as that too. They're in the same category, I guess. But a missionary. He felt his mission. He became a missionary pie. He became missionary stew in the places that had by men. That one of been with places of a few people was asking about you, man. I told them you was all right, that I seen you, man. So shout to you, people that care about you. You're loved on YouTube. So there's very few places in the world that haven't been polluted by man, deforested, and all this kills nature. Planet, we gotta preserve it. Feel me? There's more tigers in captivity than there are in the wild. There's something like, I don't know, like 2,000 in the wild. There's something like 2,000-3,000, whatever, a few thousand left in the wild, which is primarily in Asia, in India, and you got one or two still in China, like around the Korean China border. Maybe like 20, 30 of them left. That's how serious it is. In Russia, I don't need nothing to tell you this because I'm animatic. I love all types of animals, man. It's called the 4,500. Thank you, Sean. I knew it was a few thousand. There's more in captivity than there are in the free world. And not only that, we've there used to be like 6 different variations of tigers. You had the Indo-Chinese tiger, the Javan tiger. You had the Caspian tiger. You got the Bengal tiger, which is also the Indian tiger. You've got the Russian tiger, which is a Bengal, falls under the Bengal tiger too, I think. But they call them a Moor tiger. Over 8,000 in captivity. Thank you, Sean. Sean's my Cody. You heard? Check this out. I wanted to get into some of the lesser primates in the world, which one of them is being a bush baby. I'll show you what a bush baby looks like. These are bush babies. They got some big ears. They fly though. You heard? Get a picture. This is a bush baby right here. B say, what up? This is a bush baby right here. That's a bush baby. It's one of the smaller primates of the world. B is for bush baby. Bush baby, you heard? Stop resisting now. Oh, that's my man. That's Vizzle Shizzle, my nizzle, dizzle, izzle, pizzle, whizzle, Pastor Pizzle. What's up, my brother? Oh no, that's J Fam, right? Stop resisting. Ooh. That ain't Sean. It is Sean, right? Listen, man. I'm losing my mind. That's my man Sean. Who's J Fam? Where my man? I miss my man J Fam. Shout out to my man J Fam. That's my dude. Straight up. Did I miss him? Is he in here? Shout out to everybody, man. Am I rambling? Anyway, that's a bush baby. That's one of the smaller primates in the world. Let me see if I get a video. Show you around. Let me see something. See if I get a video of a bush baby jumping. No, you know what? I don't want to do that because then I might not be able to monitor. All right. It's all good. It's all good. Fuck it, man. I don't care if I make money off of this. Let me see if I get a video of a bush baby jumping around. Bush baby. See if I get a little short real quick. Okay, yeah, here we go.
So tiny he can only grab your finger.
They cute, yo.
His hands are so tiny. What do you do? This little guy wants to hold your. What are you doing? The floor is lava. You're gonna lose the game. You have to be like me. Get away from the floor. Higher, like this. Yes. Oh, perfect. I'll jump.
Look how they jump.
Win the game. I'm so good at this game. What are you doing? The floor is lava. You're gonna lose the game. You have to be like me.
Look how they jump.
Get away from the floor. Higher, like this. Yes. Oh, perfect. I'll jump on you to win the game.
Yo, I'm gonna show you the other one.
This little guy wants to hold your hand, but his hands are so tiny he can only grab your finger. He's a bush baby, and right now he's scanning the area, watching out for any of his buddies who might try to steal the food from his human. Bush babies are insanely cute. They're tiny, quick, and incredibly agile. Since they spend most of their lives in trees,
look at how they jump.
A unique jumping style. They use a quick stretch of the spine
and
powerful back legs to launch themselves through the air.
Look at that.
With strong glute muscles, they can easily leap
right?
for 13 feet. Sometimes it feels like they appear out of nowhere. On flat ground,
Crazy.
they walk almost like tiny kangaroos, which makes them even more fun to watch. Despite their energy, bush babies are usually gentle. They're about the size of a squirrel, with faces that kind of look like cats, ears like bats, and big round eyes that don't move inside the sockets. Because of their small size and unusual appearance, a lot of people in different parts of the world keep them as exotic pets. This little guy wants to hold your hand, but his hands are so tiny.
My bad, y'all.
Your finger. He's a bush baby.
Okay. Yo, Sean, you gotta use a different type of a different style for the F word. Let me help you out. Let me give you some options. Hold on a second. This is a good one. Got that one. How about this one? These are some good ones that I was gonna do the sugar gliders next. The sugar gliders was coming next. Use forking. It's all good. Like I said, I ain't gonna get monetized for this one anyway because I'm showing videos. All right, I'm gonna do the sugar gliders now. Yo, they fly though. They fly, yo. The sugar gliders is fly too. Nah, yeah, you got. I can't think any. Hold on one second. I'm coming with the sugar gliders. Hold up. I was gonna do the smaller primates. Yo, they fly too. The sugar gliders. Man, this one got 17 mil.
Its mother died unexpectedly. The girl nursed it with another sugar glider mother because it could die at any moment. But fortunately, the little one is very resilient and managed to survive. When grown, the sugar glider sees the girl as its mother and loves to sleep on her finger every day. The girl also installed climbing chains for it. As long as the girl opens her hand, the sugar glider flies to her without hesitation.
You seen that? It's crazy.
Even outside, the sugar glider has absolute trust in the girl.
Look at that.
In the sugar glider's world, as long as you don't abandon it, it won't leave you. Do you want to raise a sugar glider? This is a premature
Look at the
sugar
baby.
glider.
Look at the baby.
Its mother died unexpectedly. The girl nursed it with another sugar glider mother because it could die at any moment.
That was right. That was the beginning of the video that we missed.
Resilient.
No, you're doing good, Sean. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. It's all good. So those are some of the smaller primates we got out there. Brandon Mitchell's in the building, you heard? Salute. Yo, listen, man. Please watch my videos, man. I need watch hours, you heard? Go to my playlist and just press play. I really do need watch hours. Watch my videos, please. Thank you so much. I really could use the watch hours. I got to get 4,000 in 1 year. I think I got that. I think I can make that happen. You know what sucks though? In the winter time, it's a little harder to make content because you can't be outside like that. It's freezing today. It's freezing. It was like 28 degrees when I walked out my house, like at 6 in the morning. And let me see where we at right now. My niece got a sugar glider years ago. Had to get rid of it. It would scream all night. Yeah, you can't listen. All right, thank you, Brandon. Appreciate you, bro. Anybody that has the time can do it for me. Watch my videos, please. Tink, what it do? Good to see you. We're talking about animals today, Tink. Yeah, you listen. You can't just have a sugar glider. Like that's not something. That's why I ended it when the guy was like, would you like to have a sugar glider? No, you wouldn't, nigga. Because that's not something anybody can just have. Like you got to really be able to dedicate your time. Not only that, they're not legal just anywhere. Like you, and if you do have them, and you got to have like licenses, and it's in a lot of states these animals are not legal. Feel me? I got you. I got some new bars coming. That's a whole fact. I guess so. Sidetrack, man. Yo, you know how life is. Life is crazy. Like you'll have stuff you want to do, and then life will just take you away from it for a little while. You feel me? But definitely got some new bars coming for you. I guarantee you next week I have some new bars for you. I left my old house, so I left my my rhyme book there. I gotta go pick it up this Friday. I'm gonna go pick it up, so I definitely have some new joints for you. Let me go back to the I be confusing Tink with TT. TT told me one time because shout to Flat Earth, man. I ain't got no problem with Flat Earth, but she called him this dude, this R&B singer. He looks just like him. His name is Mono Neon or some old goofy. Yeah, yo, Tink. I do one of. I'll show you one of my old joints real quick. Then I get back to the animals. Let me see. This is let me play an original one. Because you know how YouTube is. You play somebody else's stuff, they start shooting your channel and all that. Let me see something. Hold on a second. Here we go. I'll just play it for you. I'll play it real quick for the people that haven't seen.
Beeville up. Brownsville, Bushwick shit, you hear me? John Lowe, rest in peace. Show Pledge, rest in peace, man. Let's get it.
Oh, should I turn it right?
Raise the city, get hot, cut the pussy nigga, blaze a kitty. I'm here to save the city. All the cowards get low when I raise the blicky. Every camp member present, extra dangerous with me. The state tried banning me. Cops snatched me up, kept the unhanded me. A sucker nigga could never understand a G. And cash shooting dope, yes, that's my family. Live for insanity. Snatch the garden too, blow the roof off your canopy. Regentrifiers, state court triers. We ain't got a chance cause our
PD is biased.
Old spark charging.
DC and fires.
See free the lifers.
G's free and Rikers.
Food played out, nothing for us or
By us.
So I'ma get
Mine to take mine. On my silverback gorilla 8 time.
I got a silver black
Go killer 8-9.
and bunch of killers that
Go when I say time.
Cause I can see it inside your face. You ain't built to survive these streets. You grab the paper and the headline says,
That's the 5th one that died this week.
cause when I got the floor drawn, bodies all hauled off. It don't make a difference if it's a Tommy or a sword off. 7 years ago, I think it was 4 score. Cat caught the virus in the lake and freaking raw dog. See, the streets is raw, dog. You can vanish in the pen or lay down from a 4-4. And from that, it ain't no coming back. You can put that on 100 stacks, 50 or 100 sack. See, we about to bring the hundreds back. Block work so good, it got all running back. Up north, niggas tell me, what the fuck you done to that, nigga? You
Aye.
hear me? Not quitting, you hear me? We coming hard, man. Ain't nothing gonna stop us, man. Guns.
Those were better times for me. I got the Rossignol jacket. I had just bought that for $800. I got the Balmain jeans on. I had like $2,000 worth of clothes on. Those were the days. Now, yo, I'm getting ready to. Yo, I'm telling you, in about a year from now, I'm gonna go get crazy. I'm gonna go shop for a new wardrobe. Penny, put the big like time. One thing about me, I want everything and fast, and it ain't like that. You can't. You happens. But yeah, that was that. I shot that video. Let me see, 5 years ago. That was 5 years ago. I shot that video. Let me get back to the animals real quick. What's up, Penny? Good to see you, bro. Yo, listen, man. I just want to say this, right? Because I don't go up on too many people's panels, right? Because I got my own channel, you know, and I've been on YouTube 6 years, and I did 2,000, almost 3,000 lives. You feel me? So I got my fill of lives. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I just don't play the panels like that, right? But I like Henny's a good dude, and I just want to say, for not 1 second did I ever believe none of that bullshit. I'm not even gonna speak on it because you give it life. But I just want it to be known that I never believed none of that bullshit. I wouldn't fuck with Henny if I did. And for a nigga to go spread bullshit like that around YouTube shows you the type of character of that individual. And I ain't gonna say no more about the nigga because I don't fuck with the nigga. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I don't fuck with him because he do shit like that. He tried to do something like that to me one time. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga's no good. Then you could offer me $1 million right now, and I wouldn't fuck with him. You know, that's the only thing I've said about him in years on a panel, and that's all I got. And I'm off that subject. But Henny's a good dude, B, and I've been just like that. And I've been through shit with my son. You understand what I'm saying? I seen my son be brainwashed. My baby mother took my son and disappeared for 10 years. So I know what women are capable of doing. And men, you know, you can't just point a finger at women, because women do foul stuff and men do foul stuff. So it falls on it falls on both of them. The blame falls on both of them, you heard? But Henny's a good dude, man, and I don't be up in just know anybody's chat. I don't go to a lot of chats. I go to Henny's chat. I go to my son DBN's chat. I go to you know, it's a few that I go to. I go to I pop up in TT's chat. TT's good people. Yeah, Bochinche, a lot of garbage, a lot of goofy stuff. Let me tell you something, right? Number one, if you care about someone and they're going through something family wise, you're not supposed to even want to put that on blast. That's supposed to be left for behind the scenes. You feel me? And even when it was going down, right, I try to like not say nothing about this piece of shit rap bastard, right? But he says something to me for no reason. That's what he do. If you don't agree with how you live in your life, he'll attack you. That's his MO. He'll attack your family. He'll attack your children, your mother. Nothing is off the table. And that's a sign of cowardice. That's a sign of a man without morality and principality. And those are people you got to stay away from. I don't care how many times they apologize. I don't care how many times they say, yo, it was my bad, or they cry, or people like that, you got to stay away from them. I would never, a million apologies couldn't make me mess with certain dudes again. Feel me? And it ain't just that one person. There's a lot of people like that. They just no good. If I love you, listen, if I tell you my man and I love you, or you my sister and I love you, nothing could make me do certain things to you. Nothing. Nothing would make me go tell on you. Yeah, that's a fact. That's if you did, I would look at you like you's a fool. No disrespect, with all due respect. That would be the most foolish thing you could do after all that goofy stuff he did. Don't get me wrong. What a man chooses to do is what a man chooses to do. I don't run down on people and be like, yo, why you did this and you should be. I don't do that. But man, listen. A lot of people don't know about the shit that he tried to do to me. I don't speak about it because it's years ago, and I gave my word that I wouldn't speak about him, and I honor my word. I didn't say nothing about that nigga for years. You know? Yo, James, what up, boy? Yeah, they'll do it again. And let me check this out, right? When you live your life like that, you run out of people to do it to after a while. You know, you run out of people to forgive you. You know, you run to love you after a while because you burn the bridge, you burn the love out. You know, and you find yourself homeless. You find yourself just with your back against the wall. See, when I fell on hard times, right? The fact that I always was good to people saved me. It helped me. It gave me a bed to sleep in. It gave me a house to live in. You know, if I would have been a no good, low down, dirty dog, I would have been in the street homeless. I would have been starving. You know what I'm saying? But when you do right by people, you're always going to be good. And you got to do right by them from your heart, not because you want something in return, not because you expect something down the line. You know, you feel me? Like you got to do right because that's what's in your heart. You dig? But Henny's my guy, man. I fuck with him. I don't really get involved in like the goofiness on YouTube, but every now and then you got to speak up, and speak truth. Life is short. Yo, what up, Arsenio? Raging Demon. Welcome. Thank you for coming through. I recognize your name. You was in here the other day. Shout to you, bro. Thank you for the support, Raging Demon. We were just talking about animals actually, and then it went into music, and you feel me? It went into other things. Shout to my son, Bad Vibes, and man, do look. See, I started my career with Bad Vibes. Look, show y'all. Shout to my man. I wish him the best, man. Look, that's me, Vibes, and my man Preem. You heard? Shout to Bad Vibes. I wish him the best. You know what I'm saying? That's the homie. Shout to Mandu. I wish them all the best, man. I always want to see my people shining. You dig what I'm saying? Shout to Mikey B. He's doing his thing. Shout to everybody doing their thing, B. I want to see everybody eating, everybody winning, everybody doing good. Shout to my son, DBN. DBN is my guy, man. DBN is a good dude. Straight up. DBN is a real good, and I ain't like what was being done to DBN and my man, and that's why I spoke on what I spoke on earlier. Those are my bros, you feel me? And at the end of the day, listen, you can't take YouTube too seriously, but ain't nobody gonna take a trip halfway across the universe to go swing on somebody. Like, that's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And even if that were the case, for somebody to take YouTube that serious, you just a bird. Straight like that. You just a bird. Feel me? This is YouTube, B. We supposed to be using this to better ourselves, to help our families, to make some money, to help each other out. Yo, Mushroom Manny is in the building. That's a fact. That's a fact, Manny. That's a fact, Manny. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. Yes, I did hear that about the Yeah, why would you travel to go fight with somebody? Good to see you, Manny. First of all, that's my guy. Where you at, Manny? In California? I got a lot of Cali people, B, that rock with your boy, man. Shout to all my Cali people. Shout to K-Bar, Nate Bone, Zico Loke, Salo, Squally, rest in peace, S-Bone. Oh, you in Michigan? Was you always in Michigan? Or was you in the West Coast? You don't got to tell me the state, but was you in the West? Because I feel like I met you with the West people, like in it's cold out here. Like, it's cold in New York. Anytime it's cold in New York, it's cold in Michigan because we're on the same side of the map, and we also close to Canada. Oh, Texas, right. You was in Cali for right. All right, I knew you was in the West, Southwest-ish kind of place. Yeah, we got the same weather. Michigan is a beautiful state, though. The Michigan has some wilderness left. One of the boy Mushroom, my bros from a few years. He been rocking with me. I get a lot of Cali love. Cali. That's a fact. Beast in Michigan. Ariel, good to see you, bro. Yo, listen, everybody here, I need watch hours. Please watch my videos. Please, please. Thank you so much. I'm trying to remonetize my channel. I need 4,000 watch hours. Hit the playlist, y'all. Go to the playlist and hit play. If you could, if it's possible. Thank you. I appreciate you. I love y'all. But shout to the Midwest, B. The Midwest is one of the places I would like to see before I get up out of here. I would like to see Michigan, Detroit, really, and Chicago. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Arsenio. Let me wrench my man up. Yo, I give everybody a wrench. All I ask is that y'all don't turn people out or block people. I'm not. Yo, and this is a channel where we don't even you don't got to worry about that. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Let me get my man suited and booted. You are suited and booted. There you go. But yeah, man. I need to watch hours. I appreciate y'all, B. I'm trying to. I ain't been monetizing about 2 years, which I was foolish because I should have just got remonetized immediately. But one thing about me, I take offense when people try to silence my voice, and I got to learn to not take things personal when it comes to money. It's just business. Sometimes you got to take one for the team, but I believe in freedom, free speech. I think that we're at a time in history where the Constitution is being attacked. I think that Ronald Hump, I don't want to say his name because they fucking shut me down. Ronald Hump, right? Wink, wink, is the worst thing that ever happened to America. If you voted for Ronald Hump and you believe in him, I have no problem with that. I'm here for freedom. That's what freedom means. You can vote for who you want to, or you can do whatever you want. But the problem with him is when people don't do things his way or agree with him, he tries to assassinate them. You know what I'm saying? A la what's my man on Jimmy Kimmel? All these late night talk guys, Colbert. He tried to end their careers because they make jokes. There's not been one president in the history of the world that hasn't been made fun of by late night television. You dig what I'm saying? So, and my problem with YouTube is that it has a robot reviewing whether or not you should get anything, whether you should be monetized, whether you should get remonetized. It's everything is done by AI. So, but anyway, I'm off that. I gotta get remonetized. And like I said, sometimes you gotta take one for the team. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're gonna die. Oh. My bad, y'all. I had a cold, so. Yo, what up, nigga? We were just talking about yeah. Let's rock with the puffer fish. Hold on a second. coming right now, DBN. Get some soda. All right, here we go. Let's get some puffer fish popping off. You heard? Let's get to the puffer fish. God damn it. Yo, you know what's crazy, D? I was just talking about you. You heard? I was saying how I like Henny better than DBN. Yo, listen. I was just talking about you briefly, and I don't want to stir up a shitstorm, but I was talking about how I didn't appreciate how Captain Deuce treating y'all. Now that's a fact. Arsenio can't even have an opinion anymore. But that's why I got on and while out on Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Or you just gotta not care about being monetized. They'll shut your channel down. They took DBN's channel. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Twig, what up? You came to take over? Time. I know. I'm gonna get it together, man. I'm gonna get it together. This one I didn't care about being monetized because I showed a video, a TikTok video of what you call it, Easy. Got my son Easy in the building. Shout out to the Bronx, you heard? Big Bronx, you heard? I was showing sugar gliders and bush babies. Now we're gonna get to these puffer fish, Jack. If anybody want to come up and talk about animals, come on up. That's not a problem. I'll drop the link. Hold on a second. Puffer fishes. Here we go. Puffer fishes, which are known as the tetraodontida. I'll show y'all some puffer fishes. I love puffer fish, B. Boom. Puffer fish. You heard? Let me get some other. What's up, Shoni? It's all good, Tink. It's all. I love B. Look at this is a picture of one of them. Blown up. Look at how big they get blown up. It looks crazy. Look at this one. Shit is cute. The reason that I started talking about this, right, is because my man had they you know they're poisonous too. Very poisonous. You could get killed messing with. And you make sure that the people that are preparing it know what they're doing because they're poisonous. Feel me? The ones that the people eat, rather. You got freshwater pufferfish and saltwater pufferfish. Okay. Yo, that looks crazy. Look at these. Whoa. Look at these, bro. Look at that one. Yup, that's what they are. They're like freshwater porcupines. They look crazy, bro. There's a bunch of different. Let me give y'all a little. All pufferfish contain tetrodotoxin, which means poison. Anytime you hear a toxin, you know what it is. And it makes them foul tasting and also lethal. Tetrodotoxin is deadly, up to 12,000 times more poisonous than cyanide. So there you have it. You leave them pufferfish alone. Don't try to swallow no pufferfish. You heard? Let me see what you want. Another name for a pufferfish is a blowfish, a glowfish, a swellfish, or a balloonfish. How many times can a pufferfish puff before it dies? A pufferfish can puff up many times throughout its life, as it's a natural defense mechanism and not limited to a specific number of times. However, frequent or continuous puffing, especially if it involves ingesting air instead of water, can be stressful and fatal to the fish. But there's no fixed limit to how many times a puffer can inflate, and they do so when threatened and can deflate and continue their lives. While not limited in number, puffing up can be stressful experience for the fish, especially when done repeatedly. So I just told y'all all that. Can you touch a pufferfish? No, you should not. Don't touch no pufferfish. Feel me? Leave them pufferfish alone. Most species are highly poisonous and can be deadly. They contain a potent neurotoxin called tetrodotoxin. You know snakes, right? Snakes have all different types of toxins. Some of them they have neurotoxin, cytotoxin, hemotoxin, hemotoxin. Like there's a bunch. Feel me? And some of them have different toxins, which means poison, and some of them have one kind or one or two kinds. Yeah, they ain't quite a gangster. That's a fact. Them speaking on fish. Yo, DBN, where you at? DBN always do that. DBN come in the chat, say something real quick, and boogie. He always do a drive-by. Philly G 1970, how the Portuguese man of war. You ever hear about? Yeah, I know about the Portuguese man of war. Yeah, that's a fact. It's a jellyfish. That's a fact. What up, Phil? I thought that was you, but I didn't want to jack it until I seen the Cito. Drive by. So, but yeah, the Portuguese man of war. That's a fact. Very, very deadly. It's a jellyfish. Mikey B. Good to see you, bro. You came to talk about animals. We were just talking about pufferfish and toxins, animals with toxins like snakes, which I'm going to. I was just saying that snakes have some of them have a mixture of poisons or toxins, and some of them have one type of toxin or one or two. But let me see how many types of toxins do snakes possess?
Snakes have many different types of toxins in their venom, with dozens of varieties. These toxins are grouped by their effects, such as those affecting the nervous system, blood, cells, and muscles. Some snakes use a combination of these toxins for a more powerful effect.
So listen, I said a few of them. I said cytotoxins, hemotoxins, stuff like that. There's hemotoxic, neurotoxin, cytotoxic, mitotoxin, proteolytic enzymes breaking down tissues. Those are the myotoxins. There's so many. You know, some of them bite you and then you can't stop bleeding. You can't clot. You dig what I'm saying? The Komodo dragon also possesses that venom too. A lot of people may not know Komodo dragons are have a toxic bite. They are venomous, and on top of the venom, they have so many different types of bacteria in their venom, in their saliva, in their bite, that if one of them bites you, it's your ass is out of here. Oh, the saw scale viper. I know about the saw scale viper. Yup. I'm telling you, man, when it comes to the animals, we could talk all day. Oh, yeah, my man Steve Irwin. Yo, Steve Irwin, right? You know what they say? You know why? They said he might have lived, but he pulled it out. They said if he would have left it in, he might have survived, but he pulled it out. You feel me? But anyway, I hear different accounts. I hear some people say it hit his heart. There's no way he could have survived like this. So, may he rest in peace, man. Oh, it hit him in the. I did pension. All right. Cool. All right. Man, listen. One thing about, because not all rays are poisonous. Feel me? But the ones that are, I won't go 20 feet close to them. Mario, what up, boy? Yeah, Steve Irwin was my guy. I used to watch all the that was my dude, man. He was, he was a big conservationist. He was about saving animals and helping them and but listen, his whole family is about that. His children do it now. His wife is still doing it. Like, that's what he does. That's what he did. Yo, Raj, what up, boy? Shout out to Nebraska. But listen, man, don't go messing with them snakes. You heard? Like I said, you got the neurotoxic, which attacks the nervous system, causing blindness and paralysis and respiratory failure. You got the hemotoxic, which affects the blood and disrupts clotting and causes internal bleeding and organ damage. Cytotoxins, which destroy cells and tissues, causing severe pain, swelling, and necrosis. Let me show y'all what a cytotoxin can do to you. Show y'all something. It is one of the most barbaric pictures I've ever seen before. But just to let you know, don't go messing with them snake bite. I mean the snakes because they'll do you dirty. They'll do you dirty. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you what a necrosis looks like. I'll give you one or two pictures. All right. Leave snakes alone, bro. You dig what I'm saying? Do not mess with them. I seen a guy get bit by a king cobra. He'd be on YouTube. Okay, look. These are two pictures of what necrosis looks like when it occurs from a snake bite. That's a boy's leg. The kid died eventually. That's in a Latin American country. And look at this guy's hand. So leave snakes alone at the end of the day. Yeah, it's cold, man. It's cold. That's what necrosis does. Feel me? That's like if you ever seen that drug crocodile where they got it in Russia. Here's a better picture of it. So the next time you see a rattlesnake, don't go kiss it. All right, so yo, check this out. Tink, we're gonna because I got love for you and I got Henny's my guy. It's a wrap. I'm sure he don't feel good about ignoring you. Maybe he didn't do it on purpose. And obviously it bothered you and you have every right to feel bothered because you're part of the community. So, it's, sometimes you got to, put things in the past so we could go further as a community. You dig what I'm saying? You know, you peoples. Henny's a good dude. You know, love is love. We're one big happy family. I see a shark. I don't even go in the water. I don't go in the water. I don't go in ocean water. Because once you get bit, it's over. You don't have to, the shark don't gotta eat you. The shark don't gotta engulf you. It could just bite you and you could bleed out. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to get eaten by a shark for it to kill you. You know, or you could drown. The shit could drown you. I watched the thing the other day, right? They told these two dudes in South Africa. First of all, there's a place in South Africa called Shark Alley. It's called Dyer Island. This is where they film a lot of great white footage, right? If you ever seen Air Jaws before, where they jump out the water, they filmed that over there. Anyway, they told these two African dudes, yo, listen, don't go swimming around here. There's a lot of great white sharks, and you're gonna regret it. Or don't go fishing. They wanted to. They ignored the warning. They went spear. Why would you go spear fishing in water polluted with great white sharks and seals? They went spear fishing, right? A 20-foot great white came and made them lunch. The great white later on washed up onto the beach because it got poisoned by something, or it died. It was bloated. They did a necropsy. That's what you call when something's dead and they give, they go through the stomach and all that shit. Necropsy. And telling you, man, my knowledge for this animal stuff is, I do this, right? So anyway, they opened the stomach up and the two dudes was inside the shark's stomach. He had African rib tips, and the shark had African that day. Like, yo, listen, if you know there's great white sharks in that water, stay out the water, right? You got dudes nowadays that swim with great white sharks freely. You feel what I'm saying? And unless you're one of them dudes that spends decades studying great white sharks and has the balls of steel to swim out of the cage with them, you shouldn't be in the water with them. And let me say this, great white sharks, right? Shark snacks. Yo. No, they was African. Let me see. Hold up. Let me find it. Hold on a second. Usually it do be the white people because the white people are crazy. But it was just, they were spearfishing. They weren't swimming with the sharks per se. They were spearfishing to eat. yeah, no doubt, Twig. Yeah, Dyer Island and all that. South Africa is known for great white sharks. The hot spots in the world for great white sharks are South Africa, Australia, California, and a place in Mexico called Guadalupe Island. Those are the shark hotspots. Even though sharks travel, but those are the places where you find them at, especially at certain times of years, because of the populations of seals, because of the hunting, because they mate there. So that's where you'll find them at. They got their first footage of a baby great white the other day. Right. If you're spearfishing, you're putting blood in the water. Not only that, the fish is jerking around and those vibrations alert sharks to something injured in the water. Oh, you swam with a shark? You know, some people do that. Only motherfuckers from the Bronx do shit like that. He said, nah, I believe you because you go, you know, they have tours where you can go swim with sharks. White tip reef shark, black tip reef sharks, blue sharks, stuff like that. Even tiger sharks. I believe you. You swam with the toy shark in your bathtub. Yeah, no cage. I believe you. You swam with your sharky dog in the bathtub. Yeah, they be hugging the shark. I believe you though, Easy. People do swim with sharks. That's a fact. I wouldn't do it. Listen, I wouldn't do it with the cage. I wouldn't do it without the cage. But what I was going to say about the great white sharks, right? The great white sharks, they don't eat people like that. You know how many times great white sharks swim around people and they don't bite nothing? A great white shark is looking to eat a seal, a whale, something with a lot of high protein and blubber and energy, right? They don't look to spend energy. Sharks are very intelligent. I seen a seal. It was dying. It was poisoned, and it was in California where all the sharks are. Something like 20 great white sharks went up to it, sniffed it, and swam away. So they're very cautious as to what they put in their body. You dig what I'm saying? Not only that, the shit they hunt can kill them too, or injure them to the point where they're not able to hunt anymore. So they're very cautious. They're not just mindless killers. Feel me? There's a guy got a channel called Malibu something, and he does what's that called when you do the little the plane that records the drones. He does drones, and he got a lot of good footage, man. Let me drop the link to his channel. If you want to really, if you love great white shark, that's the best channel out. One big and four little. Yeah. Do you remember what kind of shark it was, Easy? Let me get the channel for you guys. It's called Malibu Artist. This guy's the best, man. It's the best channel because he gets footage that is unprecedented. People are constantly swimming with great white sharks all day long, and they don't get eaten. Feel me? I don't want to look at this. This shit. They're always in California. Look at the niggas on the kayak. Look at the shark right there. Feel me? They're constantly swimming around us. They don't bother us. People give them a bad reputation. It's the ones you don't see. But like I said, a lot of them, they don't want to eat a human being. They, like I said, they're looking to eat stuff with high calorie, blubber, stuff it's gonna be worth the energy that they spend to get the energy they replace. You feel me? Like if they're gonna burn, let's say 1,000 calories to eat 800 worth of calories, it don't make sense. And that's how they live. But sharks, they get a bad reputation. They're very intelligent. They've been fished. When Jaws came out, it was a campaign to destroy them. Oh, with the Galapagos shark. Okay. Yes. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. Were you in the Galapagos Islands? Shout out to the Galapagos sharks, man. But my man Malibu artist, he got the best channel on sharks on YouTube. Yo, Ariel. You couldn't pay me to swim in the ocean. Puerto Rico's different. Feel me? Puerto Rico got like beaches that they have like little inlets that are cut off from the ocean where you could swim in them. The sharks don't go in them, or that's different. I would go swimming in Puerto Rico. Feel me? But a lot of them other places, California, hell no. Places where there's great whites, hell no. Hell no. No way. Or tiger sharks and stuff like, no way. No, sir. Mm-mm. Who's Miklo? Miklo from Blood and Blood Out? That's who's on Easy's in the Avatar. Yo, my man, that's in the chat. His homeboy wrote that movie. I don't know if B-Say's still in here, but his homeboy wrote that movie. He brought him on his on the live before. Straight up. Now, I don't know if your B-Say, you still in the chat? Writer of Blood In, Blood Out.
The screenplay for the film Blood In, Blood Out was mainly written by Jimmy Santiago Baca.
That's his man.
Novelist. It also had contributions from Floyd Mutrux,
Jimmy
Rob Thomas,
Santiago Baca was his man. Is B-Say's man. He's in the chat. And he wrote that movie. Straight like that. And he wrote books and stuff like that. He did time. Drawing from his own experiences in prison, see? And the streets. Jimmy Santiago Baca. That's my man B-Say's peoples. Shout to B-Say. That's my guy. I watched a video with him. La Onda. That's one of my favorite movies. That's up there. That's one of the GOAT all-time greatest movies of like gangster life. No, nigga. A big tiger shark is serious, bro. You don't want no problems with a big tiger shark. They get big, nigga. Let me see how big they weigh. Like, they get up to like 2,000 pounds, nigga. Blood In, Blood Out is a classic. Blood In, Blood Out is a classic. Menace to Society, American Me, Goodfellas, Casino, Bronx Tale, King of New York, The Godfather 1 and 2, South Central. Those are all the classics right there. Come on, Miklo. We gotta run. Remember when the nigga ODs, he's like, come on, man, we gotta go. the little brother ODs. Leave him there. That's I love that movie, bro. Oh, Juice. Can't forget Juice. Oh, and Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood. I love Boys in the Hood. Come on, Miklo, man. We gotta run. My man is in that. A few of my peoples is in Juice. My son Dooley is in the scene where they trying to get into the club. He's on the line. He had a non-speaking role. Oh, my man Frankie is in the club scene too. Shout out to my son Frankie. He's in the club scene. And at the end, the nigga that goes, "You got the juice now." The nigga that's standing right next to him is my man too. He used to work in Tom, Dick, and Harry. Yo, don't be a menace is a classic too. Oh, Galito Way is a classic too. It's a few that I forgot. But as far I'm talking about like of gangster movies, Don't Be a Menace is a classic comedy. If we're gonna talk about comedies, you gotta go with Caddyshack, Porky's, Revenge of the Nerds, Something About Mary, Kingpin, what else? Real Genius. It's a few, but Carlito's Way is a classic. That's another one that's up there. It's a few. Oh, Belly. Can't forget Belly. Oh, Donnie Brasco's my shit. I seen Donnie Brasco like about 10 times. I had bought the DVD. I bought it for like $2 and I watched it like 10 times. Oh, Vacation. Can't forget. That's yes, nigga. The Christmas Vacation, Family Vacation, and European Vacation. Them shits is hilarious. I love them shits, B. Oh, Scarface. I forgot Scarface. I don't know what's wrong with me. Yo, I love Scarface. I seen that shit 1,000 times. I know that shit word for word. I know the Godfather 1 and 2, Scarface, Menace to Society, King of New York, Casino, and Goodfellas, word for word. Word for word. They get mad because I be saying all those lines and shit. I love the movies, B. I love the movies. Those are what, nigga? Yeah, Christmas Vacation. I just watched it not so long ago too. The nigga comes from his brother-in-law comes with the dog. He goes and kidnaps the boss. Yeah. Yep. And fuck, I buried those cockroaches. What they ever did for us? Yeah, Scarface. I love that movie, bro. I'm telling you, I know it word for word. Hey, look at my friend. He's gonna stick his tongue out to that lady. Then when he sticks his tongue out to she slaps him. He goes, "Bitch, lesbian. You know, if you wasn't a girl, like." I love that movie. That's my shit. Yo, what up, Steven? How'd you get a scar like that? Eating pussy? Come on, how am I gonna get a scar like this eating pussy? I love that flick, bro. You should have told him you was in. You should have told him you was a what he's a. You should have told him you was a donkey. They would have thought you was a donkey. No, I told him to tell you was in a sanitarium. I told him you was in I told him I was in sanitation. Happy Monday, that's a fact. Shout out to everybody, man. Yo, thank y'all for coming out and chilling with me for a little while, man. I gotta do lives. I gotta do more lives because I need to watch out. Please watch my videos, B. Please. Hit the playlist, B. Matter of fact, let me start watching because somebody told me that I could watch my own videos too. So let me get down to doing that. As I'm talking to y'all. Sanitation. I told him I was in sanitation. I told you to tell him you was in sanitarium. Okay, hold on a second. That's it. Hit the playlist, baby. Hit the playlist, bro. Just go to the lives and press play. Oh, I can't watch that one.
Of the planet, they really don't really understand what the trauma that occurs when you get.
Okay. My bad, y'all. All right, y'all. Like I said, man, I need those watch hours. Show the kids some love. I got to get 4,000. I need some money. Oh, I can't wait. In a couple of months, I'm going to get my hands on some bread. I'm saving for this new spot. Once I get the new spot, I'm going to go crazy with the channel, though. But that ain't going to be for a few months. I really appreciate y'all, man. Like, one thing, the people that come to my lives, I really do appreciate y'all. I consider y'all like family. I love y'all. And I appreciate everything y'all do for me, man, because you got a lot of people that they selfish and they don't take the time to tell people, to thank people, to tell them they love them. And that only takes a few seconds. Feel me? You know, you should always tell people you love them. We don't got forever on this planet, so you should spend the time you got on this planet loving each other. You gotta love each other, babe. It's too much violence in this world. It's too much projecting violence to the youth and making them think that that's cool. You dig what I'm saying? And we gotta listen. My opinion on things is we gotta work for a world where the ghetto and poverty don't even exist. Who says that there has to be a ghetto in this world? Who says that you got to come from the ghetto to be gangster, or you got to come from the ghetto to be a stand-up individual, or you got to come from the ghetto to be honorable, or be a man, or be fly, or make hip hop music? And that's a dub. That's the system brainwashing us as a people into thinking that the world there has to be ghettos in the world and poverty and oppression. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Feel me? I'm about to go in for real quick before I get up out of here. Hold on a second. My bad, y'all. So let me get crazy real quick. Right? Us as a people, when I say us as a people, I mean the people from the ghetto, people that come from poverty, Hispanics, blacks in America. Right? We've been brainwashed by the government into thinking that we have to live in the ghetto. We have to hate each other. we have to gang bang, we have to sell drugs, and that's bullshit. It's a lot of intelligent people in the ghetto. It's a lot of great people in the ghetto, and we got to move past that. We got to start changing the world so that way, our great grandchildren don't have to worry about living in the ghetto. And we got to start investing in ourselves, and we got to start producing generational wealth and policing ourselves. Right? You don't have to be a police officer to speak to these children with love and respect and tell them, yo, listen, that's not a good look. Don't do that. I'm not trying to be your father. I'm not trying to be the boss of you. I'm just trying to love you and tell you the right thing to do before they put you in a cage for 100 years or you end up in the ground pushing up daisies. You don't have to be a police officer to do that. You don't have to be a government official to do that. All you got to do is love people and care, and we could change the world. I'm not a pessimist. I'm an optimist, and I really do believe if we work together, things will change. Things are changing, not as fast as I would like, but through the advent of cameras and film, we're able to show the world the ugliness of the world, the police brutality, the ugliness of the government, the oppression that exists, the poverty, the pollution, the slaughter of wildlife and nature. And that's why social media and YouTube are so important. And we got to fight to keep speech free. All right. I'm going to end it on that. I love y'all. You heard? I'll be on tomorrow for sure. All right. God bless y'all. Watch my videos, please. I love y'all. Have a good day.